Good morning, students. Class 12th. Next topic, elementary operations on a matrix. In this topic, we will discuss the basic elementary operations on a given square matrix. So let A be the any given square matrix of order 2 cross 2, and in compact form, let us suppose if we have to write any square matrix, then first row A11, A12, second row A21, A22. You can take a matrix of order 3 cross 3 also. So let us suppose if we have to write a matrix of order 3 cross 3, then let AB is equals to A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32 and A33. This be the any square matrix of order 3 cross 3. So in our syllabus, the given matrix of order 2 cross 2 or the given matrix may be of order 3 cross 3. So this type any one matrix will be given, and using elementary operations on matrix, we have to find the inverse of given matrix. So first of all, we will discuss what are the basic elementary operations. So there are basically 6 elementary operations, 3 on the rows and 3 on the columns for a square matrix of order 3 by 3. So the first elementary operation is the interchange of any 2 rows or column. So what we can do, if the given square matrix be a square matrix of order 3 cross 3, then the basic first elementary operation is we can change any ith row to the jth row. Means let us suppose first row is this, then second row is this, then the first elementary operation is that we can change the first row by the second and second row by the first row. So this is known as, if ith row is Ri and jth row is Rj, then these 2 rows can be interchanged. And if we do this way, then this will be known as elementary operation. Similarly, we can change the ith column to the jth column and jth column to the ith column. That is, we can interchange ith column to jth column and jth column to ith column. So this is the first elementary operations on the given matrix. Now second is the multiplication of the element of any row or column by a non-zero number. So let us suppose k be the any non-zero number. K may be 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 2, minus 3, whatever. Let us suppose k be the any non-zero, or we can say k be the any scalar. Then the second elementary operation is that any one particular row can be multiplied with the scalar k. Then if we are multiplying, let us suppose this square matrix, second row is multiplied the this scalar, then that scalar will be divided outside. So this is the ith row can be interchanged by multiplying with any scalar k to the ith row. Similarly, ith column can be also interchanged by multiplying any non-zero scalar k to the ith column. Then the third elementary operation is that the addition to the elements of any row or column, the corresponding element of any other row or column multiplied by any non-zero number. Means what we can do, if we have to change the ith row by multiplying any scalar element k to the jth row, then if we multiply by the scalar to the jth row, then it will be krj. Now if we have to add this krj to the ith row, then ri plus krj will be the one elementary transformation. Similarly, if we multiply the jth column by the scalar k, and if we add to the ith column, then Ci will be interchanged by Ci plus kCj. So these are the basic 6 elementary operation. Out of these 6, 3 can be done on any 2 particular row and 3 can be on any 2 particular columns. So using these basic elementary operations on the given matrix, we can find the inverse of a given matrix. Now we will discuss a standard pattern how we will find the inverse of matrix, and first we will define what is the basic definition of the inverse of a matrix. So these are the basic operations which we will use on a given square matrix. Now second, invertible matrix. What do you understand by invertible matrix? So let us suppose if we have given any square matrix A and there exists another square matrix B such that if we multiply A to the B or B to the A, and if the multiplication of these two matrices is equals to the identity matrix, then the B is known as the inverse of given square matrix A. So what do you understand by inverse of a matrix and invertible matrix? So next topic is invertible matrix. Invertible matrix means let A is equals to A11, A12, A21 and A22. This be any given square matrix, and generally we are considering let the square matrix be the order of 2 cross 2. Now for this given matrix A, if there exists any matrix B such that if we multiply A to the B or B to the A, then the pre-multiplication of AB or the post-multiplication of BA is equals to I, where I is the identity matrix of the order of given matrix A. So for any given matrix A, if there exists a matrix B such that AB is equals to BA is equals to identity matrix of the same order of given matrix A, then matrix B is known as inverse of a given square matrix A. What is this? B is known as the inverse of a given square matrix A, and it is represented by B inverse. In this case A is invertible. Invertible means its A inverse is invertibles means inverse is, that is A inverse is exist. So what is this? Let A be the any given square matrix, and for the given square matrix A, if there exists one matrix B such that AB is equals to BA is equals to identity matrix, means गिवन मैट्रिक्स ए के लिए अगर कोई भी मैट्रिक्स बी ऐसी एग्जिस्ट कर रही कि मैं अगर ए को बी से मल्टीप्लाई करूं या बी को ए से मल्टीप्लाई करूं, ये सेम ऑर्डर की आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स के बराबर अगर आ रहा है, तब B is known as inverse of the given matrix and it is represented by B inverse. And A is invertible. Invertible means A inverse is exist. So this is about the invertible matrix. The next topic is we will discuss two basic theorems. The first theorem is First theorem is uniqueness of inverse. What do you understand by uniqueness of inverse? Uniqueness of inverse. So this is very important topic. Uniqueness of inverse means inverse of a square matrix. Inverse of a square matrix. Inverse of a square matrix if it exists. If it exists is unique. What do you understand by this? Uniqueness of inverse means inverse of a square matrix means if we have given any square matrix of order m, then if it exists is unique. means let A कोई अपन मैट्रिक्स सपोज करके चलते हैं, Aij be the any given square matrix of order m, and if possible there exists two matrices B and C such that, क्या कर रहे हैं अपन, लेट अस सपोज A be the any square matrix of order m. If possible there exist two matrices, one matrix is B and another matrix is C, such that since B is the inverse of A, implies that AB will be equals to BA will be equals to identity matrix. This is the basic definition जो हमने इन्वर्टिबल ऑफ मैट्रिक्स में समझा था कि किसी भी गिवन स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स A का अगर इन्वर्स एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है और लेट अस सपोज वो इन्वर्स क्या है, मैट्रिक्स कोई दूसरी मैट्रिक्स B है, तब AB will be equals to BA equals to identity matrix. means given matrix और उसके इनवर्स B को अगर मैं प्री मल्टीप्लाई करूं या गिवन मैट्रिक्स A के इनवर्स B को A के साथ में अगर पोस्ट मल्टीप्लाई करूं और रिजल्ट अगर आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स ऑफ सेम ऑर्डर मीन्स जिस ऑर्डर की मैट्रिक्स A दे रखी उसी ऑर्डर की अगर आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स आ जाती हैं, in that case B is known as inverse of the given matrix A. Similarly, since C is the inverse of A, C is also, अगर मैं गिवन मैट्रिक्स A का इनवर्स अगर मैट्रिक्स कोई दूसरी मैट्रिक्स C मानता हूं, in that case AC will be equals to CA will be equals to also identity matrix. So these two things are very very important. क्या दे रखा है हमें, एक स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स दे रखी A जिसका ऑर्डर m है और if possible there exist two matrices B and C such that कि B is the inverse of given matrix A and C be the another matrix which is the inverse of A. So फर्स्ट केस में अपन ने क्या माना कि सिंस अगर कोई भी मैट्रिक्स B जो है अगर वो इनवर्स है A का, तो AB into BA will be equals to आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स ऑफ द सेम ऑर्डर. सिमिलरली AC बराबर CA will be equals to I, that is also identity matrix of the order same. Implies that by first and second B can be written as B into identity matrix, and this identity can be replaced by I is equals to also AC, I is equals to also AB, I is equals to also BA, and I is equals to also CA. So B can be written as B into identity. अगर given मैट्रिक्स के इनवर्स को अगर मैं आइडेंटिटी से मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा तो मैट्रिक्स में कोई भी डिफरेंस नहीं आएगा. अब इस I की जगह अगर मैं AC लिखूं तो इट विल बी इक्वल्स टू B इंटू AC B into AC, and it can be written as BA into C. Now what is BA? BA is your I, so I into C, that will be equals to C. It means क्या है कि B and C is not two different matrix, that is B and C are the same matrices. It means for any given square matrix, if its inverse is exists, then AB will be equals to BA equals to I. So inverse of a square matrix, if it exists, is always unique. This is the uniqueness of a inverse. But the main condition is that कि अगर वो एग्जिस्ट कर रही हैं तो इट विल बी ऑलवेज यूनिक. नाउ नेक्स्ट वन मोर थ्योरम. So this is very important topic, the elementary row transformation, and using this we will find the inverse of a given matrix, and damn sure 4 marks question is every year coming in the board exam. So next is, if next theorem, if A and B, if A and B are invertible matrices, if A and B are invertible matrices of same order, then AB whole inverse will be equals to B inverse into A inverse. This type property we discussed in the transpose of two matrices also. AB whole transpose will be equals to BT into AT. So in the same way, if we have to find the inverse of the multiplication of two matrices, that is AB whole inverse, then it is equals to B inverse into A inverse. This is known as reverse law also. So this is the next property. On the basis of this property, you may get one question in the exam. Let us suppose matrix A and B are the two matrices of the same order, and if we have to prove that AB whole inverse is equals to B inverse into A inverse, then what we will do? Let us suppose given matrix A, another matrix B of the same order, and the question is that AB whole inverse, prove that B inverse into A inverse, then what will be the process? I am just explaining the step. First step, write the matrix A and B. In second step, find AB, that is the pre-multiplication of A with the given matrix B. Then in third step, AB whole inverse, that is how we will find the AB will be resulted matrix. इसका हम इनवर्स निकालेंगे और ये किसके बराबर होगा? B inverse into A inverse. That is, in next step we will find first B inverse, then A inverse, and then we will multiply the post multiplication of B inverse with A inverse. That is, first we have to solve in left hand side, and then we will solve in right hand side, and if the both sided are equal, then AB whole inverse will be equals to B inverse into A inverse. Now